Hey there guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So welcome back. I know Halloween was exhausting, for me at least it was. Oh my god, that look. Oh, I feel like it's been literally forever since I have sat down and filmed a video. Like the last time I filmed a video was right before Halloween, and that was only like last week. Yet it feels like a century ago, but you know, time, wow, man. It feels philosophy. Okay, moving on. But anyways, I decided I want to come back and do a very simple kind of testing a full face of new products for you guys. I have received so many products lately and I really want to test them out for you guys and give you guys my first impression of them. I say it's a full face, but I mean, there's some products that I've had for a while. I just haven't talked about them, so I thought I would, you know, mention them now. But they're not my first impression, just FYI. I just couldn't afford to go out and get a full face. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm talking foundation, I'm talking primer, I'm talking eyeshadow, I'm talking mascara, lipstick, all the above. It's all awesome. I've never actually done a full face first impression, and I thought it'd be really fun to kind of stockpile a lot of new products for you guys that I knew you guys would be dying to hear about and do a video on it for you guys instead of just doing one of the products like I typically would. So I really hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. I love getting feedback from you guys and really just hearing what you guys want to see. That's the only way I'm gonna know. Let me know. Don't feel like you're like imposing on me at all. I want to know what you want to see. Like, that's the only way this is gonna work. But that is what I'm doing for you guys today. I hope you guys are really excited to see this type of video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, while you're at it, make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Also hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload videos. I upload it twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, sometimes once a week, but make sure you have the notification bell clicked so you are notified when I do decide to upload, since it is very sporadically, but we should be getting better. But that being said, if you guys are excited to see my first impression on my entire face, then let's go ahead and dive right on it. I just went ahead and did my brows because obviously I don't have any new brow products to talk about because everybody just fails to recognize redheads, so we're just gonna sit here and just stick with the Anastasia dip brow for now. But I am gonna prime my eyes really quickly using okay, so then now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with my matte paint pot like always. So when it came to deciding what products to talk about and use in this video, I had a lot of options, I had a lot of choices. I had like 2 of some of the stuff. So I really wanted to know what you guys personally wanted to see. I asked you guys on my Instagram story, on Snapchat, on Twitter. I wanted the polls. I asked you guys, you delivered. And one of the options was an eyeshadow palette. And I asked if you guys wanted to see the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette or the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. And obviously the Huda Beauty one, of course, it's ridiculously $65 and it's absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this palette. Just look at how beautiful it is. Do you see it? Do you see it? So this is what we're going to be using today. Obviously, if you still want me to do a look and review of the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, this is actually the newer version, the one from Ulta. It has the more sleek packaging. I didn't get the first one because I really was not going to get it because I'm gonna be honest with you guys for 2 seconds. This is my first Morphe purchase ever. I did not want to drink the tea. I did not want to dive into that, but I couldn't resist. I couldn't help myself when it came to Ulta, and I like this one because it has all the shades in the back, and it is a really great palette. Do I reach for as often as I thought I would? No, but I also have 40 palettes, so go figure. But again, if you guys do want to see a look or review, tutorial, whatever on this palette, just let me know. I'll be happy to do a video for you guys, especially coming up for holidays. If you guys want to see what it's like, see if it's a good gift, let your girl know in the comments down below. Also, follow me on all my social media so you guys are active in the polls. If you don't follow me on social media and there's certain stuff that you want to see, let me know because I love hearing your guys' feedback. I ask all the time on Instagram, especially Instagram stories. Oh my god, I love the polls that you can do now. Even on Twitter, I love asking you guys what you want to see. So if you want to see something, follow me on my social media. That way you can get your input, because if you're upset that I ain't doing something, I ain't gonna know unless you tell me. Alright, so using the gorgeous, like, do you just see how pretty this is? And I just ruined the mirror with fingerprints. I'm going to do the shade Eden. That looks like a nice peach smoothie shade. And I'm just going to take this all in the crease with my NYX crease brush. When I first got this palette, I immediately had to swatch it. And honestly, just from swatches alone, I really loved it. They are not as dry as I feel like the original rose gold one is. I didn't have a problem with it kind of getting those bumps in the shadows when you know what I'm talking about, like when a shadow's really dry, like you get those kind of textured bumps in a shadow. I haven't had that problem when I swatched them, and they just, you know, really went on smoothly on my hand when I was swatching them. And right now they're really blended out great as well. Like this one shade, that didn't take hardly anything, and they're super pigmented. I'm not having to build up this color hardly at all. I also just really love the color selection in this palette. I am just so into purple shades right now. I love my warm shades, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of just, I'm over it a little bit. I've been seeing so many warm tone palettes come out recently, and I'm just like, they're pretty, but I'm kind of just overseeing red and yellow and orange in every single palette. And I'm kind of into seeing the purples now. I really like this, and I honestly feel like purple is going to be the shadow or like the color of the year next year, which I am lit about. Purple is my favorite color. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques crease brush, and I'm going to go with the shade Saffron, obviously. It's a warm tone burgundy shade. It's a lot like one of her other shades in her original palette, which actually I noticed the shade Angelic is in the rose gold palette as well. So I see what you there, Huda. Trying to blur the lines, but it's okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the shade Saffron on my Real Techniques base shadow brush and just blend it out on the outer corner and into the crease. It is getting a little patchy right there in my crease. I can already tell that. I'm gonna have to blend that out. You guys can just see that like harsh line. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. I'm gonna blend that out. I'm gonna take my 217. God, even the 217 is not blending it out. I'm honestly shocked it kind of did that with a spupping style brush. I never really had that problem. I usually only have that problem when I go in like a flat shader brush. So that's interesting. There is a lot of kickback with these shades as well, but you guys know me, I don't really mind that. And I will say the pigmentation is great on these shadows, but they also don't have a problem moving either. I can blend them out with ease, unlike Subculture, for instance, which has awesome pigmentation, but you can't blend it out for shit. Yeah, these shadows have zero problem blending out. I'm so impressed. Like, they look so blown out right now. I love it. Like, there's literally no harsh lines. It really fuses out gently, and it creates a nice smoky effect to the eyes. Really like that. I'm like low-key kind of copying Mariah Leonard's look that she did when she did this palette because I loved it so much. I'm going to take the shade Amethyst on a flat shader brush, which is this beautiful matte royal purple. I'm just going to put this all over the lid. Okay, I will say when I blend this purple shade out onto the lid, it does lose pigmentation. So, don't know how I feel about that. But, I mean, I'm just going to have to keep packing on color, I feel like. I mean, that pigmentation is beautiful. Like, it is so, like, gorgeous. Oh my God, this is my favorite shade of purple on top of that. I'm obsessed. I want this, like, all over my body right now. I will say this is the shade that's giving me the most trouble with blending out because I blended it out and it doesn't really smooth the lines. It just kind of buffs away to nothing. But I am going to put a shimmer shade on top of it, so I'm not that upset about it. So I'm going to take the shade Twilight, which is probably my favorite shade in this entire palette. It was the first thing that caught my eye. Now, it says on the back of the palette that you can use a brush with these kind of more shimmery shades, but for extra texture and color, you can use your finger. So that's what I'm going to do, just because I know with the original Rose Gold palette, that's how you get the most optimal shine with those textured shadows. So that's what I'm going to do with this one, because to the touch, it does feel like one of the textured shadows. So I'm just going to take it on top of this purple. And I'm not meaning to flick you off at all, but hey. Major fallout on the cheeks when you do that, just so you know. That's why I do my eyes first. I love it with how it looks when you press it on with a finger, because it almost has that wet, iridescent look to it, and you get more of the blue tones in it, which I really like. So I highly recommend kind of press them with the finger rather than using a brush. So for this next part, I actually didn't really ask you guys which one you preferred. I asked you what foundation that you guys wanted to see, and then I chose the primer off of that. I originally had two to choose from. I had the Cover FX Blurring Primer, which I was really excited to try, and then I also had the Tarte Radiance Drops. And honestly, I would normally probably use these together, but I don't really think that these two particular would work. So, if you guys do want to see me use the Tarte Radiance drops, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand actually real quick. I'm just going to apply some on the back of my hand. Oh god, those are really runny. Oh, they're very oily. Oh, I don't know how much I would like these. Now, I do have the Versali oils. I have the pink one, which I've never actually used. Bought it. $54, just, you know, drained from my wallet. Probably will sell it on Depop because I can't return it. I don't know how much I would like this just because I know how much I have oily skin, but it would be really interesting to mix in with some of my foundation. So I'm going to try that at a later date, and I will let you guys know what I think of it. If you guys want to see a full comprehensive review on anything, just let me know. So then with that being said, I am going to be using the CoverFX Blurring Primer. This is supposed to be a blurring primer that instantly minimizes the appearance of pores, fine lines to create a super smooth, flawless airbrush look. And I absolutely love CoverFX. They're one of my favorite brands. I think they're really innovative. This one, just automatically from the touch, it kind of looks a little bit like the Professional from Benefit. It has a tint to it. It is thicker. I will say that. It doesn't feel as slippery as the Professional does, so I kind of like that aspect to it. My thing is, I love the mattifying primer that they have, so I'm like, is this going to mattify and control my oil as much as that one does, or is it just going to blur my pores and be done? Maybe I'm just so immune because I'm just so used to the Milk Blur Stick and how blurring that primer is, but like, I honestly don't see anything. I will definitely have to try this out with the foundation and see how it wears and actually use this a lot more. But from the naked eye alone, I don't really see a big difference. But let's apply the foundation. Let's not throw it away yet. So I asked you guys on my Instagram story which one you guys wanted to see a full comprehensive review on, meaning basically what foundation did you not want to see in this video, because whatever foundation I did not use in this video, I was going to do a solely dedicated video on it. So it came between the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation and the NARS Velvet Matte Stick Foundation. And honestly, guys, it was such a close call. Only one vote differentiated it. And so that being said, I'm going to be using the NARS one in this video, and I will be doing a full comprehensive review, wear test, the whole shebang on the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. And you guys know how critical I will be on that foundation because I don't typically like a lot of Too Faced products, specifically their foundations. The Born This Way one I did not like. So we're gonna see how me and Princess Peach over here get along, because you guys know I'm not really a big fan of the peach line. I'm really sensitive to the peach smell. I don't like it. It smells rotten to me. That's just me though. No hard feelings. So I am going to be using the NARS one in this video. This is a really cool one and I've been really excited to try it. I've only swatched on the back of my hand, and just from that, this foundation felt super creamy like the Hourglass one. Even I feel like a little bit creamier than that one. It also comes with a sponge on the other end, and you can actually take this off. So if you want to wash it, this is mainly only supposed to be for touch-ups and kind of getting around the nooks and crannies of your face. So like right here around the nose, kind of just dabbing it in. It's not really meant to be using to apply the entire foundation all over your face, which is good. Because at first when I saw that, I was not thrilled about that. I thought that this was entirely so small, you wasn't gonna be able to do that. I had the shade Mont Blanc, which is the light number 2, and I'm actually gonna be doing how I normally do in my foundation reviews. I'm gonna do this side of my face with a sponge and this side of my face with a brush, see which one comes out better. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a couple swipes like this, which I probably just did way too much. I did what I normally would do with the Hourglass one. Actually, it was like a pretty good match too. So I'm just gonna use my Fenty sponge. I know typically stick foundations apply better with a brush, but I was curious to see how I was applying with a sponge just because it has a sponge on the end. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it'll apply better with the sponge. It is a very medium coverage. It's not full coverage at all like a lot of other stick foundations I typically use, like the Hourglass and Bobbi Brown one. I do like the finish of it though. It looks like a very natural finish. It's not too matte on the skin. Not really buffing around easily though, I will say that with the sponge. But then again, with the sponge it is kind of hard to do so. Has a very slippery feel to it just applying it because it is so smooth and blendable. So I don't know how long that really means it's going to stay on my face if it is slippery. But I do like how buildable it is. Obviously you can tell I just put another layer on and it's really super blendable. And honestly, I don't typically like a lot of NARS foundations. If this works out, I'm gonna be very happy because there's not a single one. I don't like the Sheer Glow. I don't like the All Day Luminous. And then so on this side, I am gonna be using my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. Definitely blends a lot easier with a brush, like I suspected. Don't think it has as much shine with the brush. I think the Beauty Blender definitely gives it a little bit more of a natural looking finish. Using a brush gives it a more matte finish. I feel like with the brush, it's just making it kind of pull up in my pores, which is what a lot of NARS foundations do and why I don't typically like them. So I'm going to try taking a sponge and pressing it and seeing how it looks. Yeah, I like the sponge with this foundation, and maybe that's why there's a sponge tip. Maybe it is supposed to be used with a sponge. It does have a little bit more slip to it because all the other stick foundations that I have are not this slippery, so you definitely have to use a brush with it because there's no other way it's going to move around. Only con I'm finding is I feel like I'm using a lot of product and you only get that much in it. So don't know how economical this foundation will be in the long run. But other than that, so far, really nice foundation. It's very natural looking in the skin. It's not very heavy. It's not very full coverage, which is what I like about it. I like how easy it was to really blend out. It didn't take that much effort, I feel like. And it still kind of looks like my skin. So the fact that I'm so far loving a foundation from NARS is shocking and awesome. So you guys know how much I love the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay. I really wanted to try out this. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour. It's kind of like a cushion foundation, but bronzer form, which intrigued me intensely. So you have a little sponge, which I don't really know how you're supposed to use this to try and do a straight line. Okay, I'm gonna try and blend this out and see if I can save this really quickly. I'll probably just ruin this entire thing real quick. Okay, it doesn't blend out that bad. I feel like I'm gonna ruin this entire thing in 2 seconds. I mean, it's not the best thing in the entire world. I don't think it's the easiest thing in the entire world as compared to the Bondi Bay from Nude Stick. I definitely don't like this little guy because you guys saw how that ruined my everything. Take a little bit on my forehead. Oh yeah, there we go. Whatever left on the Beauty Blender, this is working. I can see how you're supposed to use this now. It makes sense. It's not really ideal for contouring your cheekbones, but kind of bronzing everywhere else, this is great. I really like that a lot, actually, and I think I might keep using that. I just need a little bit more practice with it and toss this sponge away. So now that we are all bronzed to the heavens, I'm gonna go with this highlighter that I recently found at Ulta. I don't know if I've just been oblivious to my Ulta, but I just discovered that we had Makeup Revolution, and they had the Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Highlighter. So these are new to me. I don't know how long these have been out, but they reminded me a lot of the shape of the Too Faced blushes, but they're highlighters and they looked gorgeous. This one is kind of like gold but flashes pink and silver. So I was really excited to try it out. When I swatched it, it looked very pretty and very glossy kind of. So it's really eager to try that. So I'm just taking this on my Anastasia A23 brush. Ooh, I like this. Oh my god, it's kind of duochrome. And it has like the softness, I feel like, of the Hourglass highlighters. Ooh, but you have that high shine, so it's like a gloss. So it's not like very glittery, which is what I like. Ooh, but the pink reflect it has really goes well with this eyeshadow. I am digging it. And so I'm going to go back to my eyes really quickly. I'm going to tightline with my Urban Decay Zero liner. And then with the pencil brush, going back into the palette, and I'm going to take the shade Blazing, which is this bright matte orange, and buffing this on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a smudger brush and just go with Amethyst on the outer corner because I really want to tie that purple back into the look. And so like I said, for mascara, I'm going to be using the Troublemaker mascara from Urban Decay. And I'm really kind of hesitant about this because, one, this mascara smells awful. Like, I don't know what is in this that makes it smell so bad, but it stinks. Like, and then also it has like a pointy plastic applicator, which I'm not typically a fan of because these can be actually painful in my eyes, so we're gonna see. But I love that on the original packaging of this mascara, it says that this was sex proof, like it was tested, and I'm like, who was in the control group for that? Like, who at Urban Decay headquarters was like, yep, I signed up to do that. Yep, because I see you. I like how it looks, but something in it bothers my eyes immediately. I've noticed that. I like the length that it has. Like, that is some amazing length. Oh my god, I love that. But there's something in it that is seriously irritating my lash line. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm still going to continue to apply it. Yeah, I don't know if it's the bristles or the formula. I'm hoping it's just the bristles, since they are kind of sharp and they are plasticky. I'm hitting my lash line more now, and it hurts because they're plastic bristles. So, and they're super sharp. It reminds me of the NARS, I think it's the Audacious Mascara, how sharp the bristles are on that one. I can't bear to use it. So overall, the length is amazing. However, I can't get past the irritation that I have on my lash line and the smell. I'm not a fan of that. And that sucks because I love the length that this is giving, but I'm not gonna sit there and be irritated every single day and damage my corneas. So then for lipstick, I have two liquid lipsticks. I have one from YSL. This is the Tattoos Couture Matte Stain, which this is absolutely beautiful, and I love the applicator with it. However, I don't think I'm going to be using this one just because I don't think the color's going to go well with this look we got going on. But the applicator is so unique. It's really cool how it's just mainly an outline of the applicator, so you get a nice precision with it, and it allows you to really line your lips. And it's also a stain. Like, this is going to stain my hands for a long time. Like, YSL stains are no joke. And I just think how it's so amazing how you can get a really precise line with it. This can be your lip liner and lipstick in one. But I am going to be using the NARS liquid lipsticks. These are the Powermatte Lip Pigments, and this is the shade American Woman. I'm obsessed with this shade. It's a beautiful mauve-y nude, right up my alley. And I'm actually going to do this without lip liner because the applicator I feel like is so slim that I kind of don't need one, and I'm going to see how this works. But they are paired with lip liners in their line, so every lipstick has a coordinating lip liner to use with it. Oh my god, it's so watery. Oh, I love that. It feels a lot like the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks, how watery and thin they are. And I'm a fan immediately. And I really like the applicator too because I could really just get in there and line my bottom lip super easily. I will say just from right there, definitely wipe up any excess because I feel like I put so much on my lip and it's gonna slide everywhere now. Yeah, since it is a really watery formula, I feel like you have to be kind of super careful with it when you're applying it because it can kind of go everywhere, but I love how it feels on the lips. It's super thin. I barely know it's there. Yeah, I absolutely love this. The shade is perfect too. This is like one of my favorite kind of nude lipstick shades, especially going to fall. It's a little bit of a darker nude. Absolutely love this. Want to pick up more of them. Yeah, see, I told you guys it was going to stain my hand. It's already stained. Not coming off. So that is all of my new products that I want to try for you guys. Honestly, if I had to pick my favorite out over all of them, it's going to be the Huda Beauty palette. And I had no doubt in my mind that I knew I was going to love this palette. I love her eyeshadows. They're some of my favorites. And I just think that they're all very blendable. And I like this palette a lot more than the first one because you have an even amount of shimmers and an even amount of mattes. You also have a lot that you can do for kind of more day wear, and then some you can do for a very warm tone look and a nice cool look. You can really get so many different looks out of it. It also has a mirror, which I love, and then the packaging is just gorgeous. Oh my god. And then I'd say, you know, the other ones that I really loved were the NARS lipstick, obviously, and the foundation as well. I really want to wear this out more and see how it looks because I feel like this is gonna be like my new everyday foundation. And then the cushion contour from Wet n Wild. I love these all four. I love all four of these products. I think that these are gonna be some of my favorite staples. I'm definitely going to incorporate a lot more of them in this lipstick. I'm definitely gonna get more of these shades in, and I definitely want to try out the cushion contour from Wet n Wild a little bit more, figure out exactly how I think it works best. And then the Makeup Revolution highlighter, I think that the pigmentation is great. However, I don't know how often I will use it just because it is a duochrome kind of look, and I don't typically wear very duochrome highlighters. I honestly think that this look would have been a lot better if this had just been a traditional pearl highlighter and not a pearl highlighter that flashes pink, just because I don't think it really balances out the look. It kind of distracts from it, I think. In my personal opinion, it's just not something that I'm used to. And then my kind of misses for me were the blurring primer from Cover FX and the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. Again, the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara, if this thing did not irritate my lash line, which it doesn't irritate me right now, but to be said, when I was applying it, it did irritate me, and I just don't like the smell of it. If those weren't a problem, then I definitely would love this mascara because the length is absolutely amazing. I think it looks beautiful. And then the primer, it didn't wow me, and it might be just because I'm so used to using the Milk blur stick that thing can blur any freaking thing. It can blur the Grand Canyon. It is amazing. It blurs anything. And this one, it just didn't wow me. I am going to try it out and see how it looks. This might be a primer though that I might reach for when I'm just wearing a tinted moisturizer, not a really heavy foundation. So that is a possibility, and it'll be something that I definitely reach for over the professional like I always do when I'm out on my brother 6. So that's an option for me as well. But other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If there's any products that I mentioned in the video that I didn't really test out and you guys really want to see me test out, please let me know in the comments down below. I really like hearing your feedback, like I said. Also, follow me on all my social media right up here and leave me feedback and let me know if there's anything that I put on my Instagram or put on Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. Let me know. I love hearing what you guys are saying. But that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go down there and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Also hit the notification bell located right next to the subscribe button. That way you are notified when I do upload videos. I upload twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays typically, maybe once a week, but make sure you have that subscribe button clicked so you are notified when I do decide to upload. And yeah, that is about it for me today, guys. All my social media links are going to be located right up here, so make sure you guys head on up there and check them out. And that's about it for me today, guys, and I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye!